Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chris Olson. I'm the Director for Trade and International Affairs, and it's my pleasure to welcome you all today to this Memorandum of Understanding signing ceremony and to welcome our honored guests. Her Excellency Ambassador Weisborg, the Ambassador of the Embassy of Denmark in the United States, the Honorable Mayor Turner, the Honorable Morten Linge of our Consulate of Denmark in Houston, and Director Carol Haddock, as well as all of our honored guests that are here joining us today from both Houston and from Denmark. We've been partners with the city of Esbjerg, Denmark for quite a few years in the World Energy City Partnership, but today we expand our partnership to include the entire Kingdom of Denmark and as well as building our collaboration with the city of Copenhagen. The agreements today will further develop and promote efficient water and wastewater management, will include strategies to mitigate and adapt to the adverse effects of climate change. Earlier today, actually just over here in this corner around this room, we had working groups that addressed climate, resilience, infrastructure, and water management. Again, with groups from here in Houston and from Denmark around our table, as well as virtually, both around Houston and in Denmark. After this ceremony, a final panel will further discuss water and wastewater management. It's exciting to be able to do this today and exciting to build on this collaboration, and I'd like to welcome Mayor Turner to come to the podium to provide some welcome remarks.
Thank you, Chris. Ambassador, welcome to the city of Houston, and it's good to have you here. Consul General, good to see you as well again. And Director Haddock, I know has been working all day today with the group with Denmark, so thank you, Director Haddock, for your leadership. Look, it is a pleasure to be here today. And first, please allow me to give a warm welcome to Her Excellency, Ambassador Weisborg. And I know this is your first time to the city of Houston, and I am hoping that it will not be the last. And then, of course, to the Consul General, appreciate the friendship that we've established here in the city of Houston. I want to also acknowledge Council Member David Robinson, who is here today, and when it comes to the issues that are being discussed, he is very close to those issues, chairing one of our major committees, Ambassador, on this subject matter. And I also want to thank all of our friends who are here and a part of this important occasion today. We're very excited to have you here with us today as we find new ways to work together to develop and promote new and more efficient water and wastewater management, as well as other climate and resilience strategies, given both of our needs to continue to mitigate and adapt to the impacts of climate change on our residents and communities. Ambassador, earlier today we spoke about the last winter storm, and what we're all finding is that these storms are coming with greater frequency and greater intensity and costing even more. Over the past few years, our city has been through a lot, and we continue to find ways on how to mitigate the risk. But we continue to work together to find solutions to these challenges. Our city has taken great strides on our initiatives on climate action and to ensure we are building a more resilient and safe future for our families and our communities. And I want to thank my Department of Public Works, led by Director Carol Haddock, my Chief Resilient Officer, Marissa Aho, my Office of Recovery, led by Chief Recovery Officer Stephen Costello, and my Office of Trade and International Affairs, led by Director Chris Olson, and all my departments for their incredible work to putting together today's series of events to enable these valuable discussions on water and waste management, water resource recovery, and to share our experiences with our Resilient Houston strategy. To commemorate this occasion, the City of Houston and the Embassy of Denmark in the United States will be signing a Memorandum of Understanding as a formal agreement to promote the continued and mutually beneficial relationship between Denmark and Houston. I have not had a chance to go to Denmark yet. I certainly look forward to going in the very near future. And I was asking the ambassador, I know every day is a good day to be in Denmark, but I was asking the best time to come. She said maybe the winter might be a little cold, and summer might be much better for me. As we work together, we will focus on sharing knowledge, best practices, and developing solutions to further both of our efforts to find water management solutions as they are related to climate mitigation and resilience, environmental restoration, and efficient water and wastewater management. The City of Houston is also excited to be signing an agreement between our Houston Public Works Department and Denmark Consulate to explore possibilities within energy optimization and resource recovery at wastewater treatment plants. And lastly, in our city, we strongly believe in global partnerships, especially the city-to-city exchanges with friends around the world. It is truly through relationships on a municipal level, like what we are doing here today, where we can develop strategies, implement changes, and support one another towards building a more sustainable future. Today, we are furthering our partnership with the City of Copenhagen to further strengthen our city's cooperation and knowledge sharing to achieve a collective goal of providing a better quality of life for all of our citizens. And we look forward to additional opportunities to engage with them in the future. We look forward to our current and future work with the government of Denmark, Ambassador, and the City of Copenhagen to achieve the long-term strategy for global climate action and a green and sustainable world. And if this world is to be saved, it will take each and every one of us to do it. And as chairman of the U.S. Climate Mayors, and as a mayor of this city, I don't think there could be a better relationship than the one we established with Denmark. Thank you, Ambassador, for being here. Council General, look forward to continuing to work with you. Chris.
Thank you very much, Mayor Turner. Ambassador Weisberg, invite you to the podium for your remarks.
Thank you, Director Olsen. And thank you, Mayor Turner, for hosting this delightful event. It's a pleasure to be in Houston. As Ambassador of Denmark to the United States, it's a great honor to be part of this signing ceremony. And it is a pleasure for us to be a partner to a Memorandum of Understanding with the City of Houston on important issues related to water management, climate, and resiliency. Because climate change poses one of the greatest threats to our existence, and mitigating and adapting to climate change is one of our most important goals. Water is central to this. We need water to live, and if we manage our water well, it can be key to become resilient and reduce emissions. Houston and Denmark share a range of similar challenges and similar ambitions, I think. We share challenges on water loss and water distribution, efficient wastewater management, avoiding pollution, and handling extreme weather, including cloudbursts and flooding. And we're both committed to the goals of the Paris Agreement and have both laid out ambitious climate and water strategies. Sustainable water management is a hallmark of the Danish water sector. Smart regulation and innovative solutions during more than 35 years has made the Danish water sector highly energy and water efficient, and it is increasingly contributing to the circular economy by means of resource and nutrient recovery and energy and heat production. In Denmark, we have reduced our water use by approximately 40% since the 1980s. We have achieved one of the world's lowest water losses, and we have wastewater treatment plants that produce up to 150% of the electricity they consume, even 200% at the most modern plant. The Danish water sector is committed to becoming climate neutral by 2030. And not only are we aiming at having a climate neutral water sector, the City of Copenhagen is at the forefront worldwide when it comes to climate neutrality. Copenhagen aims at being the world's first carbon neutral capital by 2024, as I just mentioned to the mayor. That is in just 4 years, and they are on track. And the Danish government has taken steps to facilitate all these steps possible towards carbon neutrality by making regulations incentivizing these efforts. I have noted with great pleasure that Houston has made an ambition plan, as the mayor mentioned, called Resilient Houston, for how to reach your resiliency and climate goals, and that these goals include, among other things, reducing water loss, reducing waste sent to landfills, and making sure the wastewater is efficiently cleaned. But it also includes much more focus on making Houston a more sustainable and livable city. Houston, like Denmark, is known for innovation and science, and I have great hope that together we can achieve progress on climate resiliency and water management. I hope we can make solid projects together, maybe on climate neutral energy producing wastewater plants or driving down water loss to globally leading standards. And on climate and resiliency, I also believe we have much to learn from each other when it comes to flooding and, for instance, sustainable urban planning. And in regards to this, I have high hopes for the collaboration journey that the City of Houston and the City of Copenhagen is also about to take together. I'm optimistic that our collaboration will be key in lowering climate impacts related to water management, and I hope that it will be inspirational to multiple actors in Texas and in Denmark and beyond. I'm looking forward to follow and support our teams in the work that lays ahead, implementing the Memorandum of Understanding between Denmark and Houston in the coming years. Thank you very much.
Mr. Nielsen, you'll be next. If you can unmute your microphone.
Thank you very much, Ambassador. We're also preparing an MOU between the City of Houston and City of Copenhagen, which will be signed once we can have both mayor schedules work together. To welcome the increased collaboration between Houston and Copenhagen, and assuming our technology actually works, it's my pleasure to welcome virtually Kirsten Nielsen, the Director of the Department of Planning, Analysis, Resources, and Climate at the City of Copenhagen.
Well, thank you very much. I'm very happy to join you here today. I'm very sorry that we were not able to be present in Houston today, so I had to join you virtually. I'm also sorry that I wasn't able to hear the presentation from Ambassador Visborg and Mayor Turner, but judging from their happy faces, I think I've joined you at a very happy moment here. I'm also very happy that Houston and Copenhagen today will sign a collaboration agreement and have decided to work together on how to improve the two cities' work on climate resilience. In Copenhagen, we have high ambitions on the climate change agenda. Firstly, we want to be carbon neutral by 2025, probably as the first capital in the world to be so. And at the same time show that it's possible to be green and sustainable, and at the same time be a thriving city. But secondly, we are also realists. We know that we have already affected the climate seriously and have to work on climate adaptation. You have had Hurricane Harvey in 2017, and we have also had events in Copenhagen that have reminded us that we need to work on climate change adaptation. With a plan to protect the city against both cloudbursts from above and another plan to protect us against rising sea levels, we are well on our way. But we do not have all the solutions, not at all. And that is why we are working with other cities to improve and innovate. In particular, we hope to learn from Houston how you are working on social inclusive resilience. That is something that we need to improve on in Copenhagen and in Denmark in general. Because like many other cities, Copenhagen is not only under pressure from rising sea levels, but also rising real estate prices, and weaker social groups and young families are being pushed out of the city. This development must not be accelerated by climate change, and resilient plans with a social focus is the key to face this challenge. So that is why I'm happy to see this agreement on collaboration between Houston and Copenhagen. We look forward to the results, We hope that we can get the chance to welcome you in Copenhagen at one point, hopefully soon. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, and it's pretty nice when A, technology works, and B, when we can look forward to such great collaboration. It's now my pleasure to invite Mayor Turner and Ambassador Weisborg up to our stage to sign our first Memorandum of Understanding. This agreement between the City of Houston and the Embassy of Denmark will develop and promote a range of initiatives related to water management, reducing emissions and mitigating the extreme effects of weather events by developing solutions to live with heavy precipitation, extreme temperatures, and storms. Mayor, Ambassador, you may sign the agreements. As the first formal project to come from this MOU, Houston and Denmark will work together to develop and promote energy efficiency and water management, as well as efficient and sustainable wastewater management processes and technologies to help confront the growing social and environmental concerns associated with wastewater. To sign this letter of intent, it is my pleasure to welcome to the stage the Consul General of Denmark in Houston and Houston Director of Public Works, Carl Haddock. Please come to the stage. Through this letter of intent, we will explore and potentially develop state-of-the-art environmental and climate-resilient solutions and explore opportunities in wastewater management, including resource recovery, with a focus on reducing sludge disposal volumes and power production. Consul General and Director, you may sign the letter of intent. So with the signing of this agreement, our ceremony is concluded. I want to thank the Ambassador, Mayor Turner, Consul General, Director. Ambassador, thank you for coming to Houston. We hope to be able to welcome you again in the very near future. And to celebrate, I welcome the Ambassador, Consul General, Director to join Mayor Turner in front of the stage. We'll do it on the floor for some photographs. And again, I want to thank everybody for joining us today and have a wonderful afternoon.